Hey everybody.
Hi.
All right, it's Mike and Denise. We are a few minutes late after 7:30. I know, and we're gonna just wait a few minutes. We're actually walking onto the beach. You see this lighthouse behind us, and if you wonder why it's still light and we're broadcasting after 7:30 in the Eastern Time Zone, it's because we are on the furthest west spot of the Eastern Time Zone. This is actually St. George Island in Florida. And yeah, I mean, basically, if we were to walk off this island a little further west, we'd be in the next time zone. And I see somebody's there. If you guys are here, say hi. Tell us where you're watching from. We got some exciting news about the cruise 2025. Like I said, we're on St. George Island in Florida. It's I think 70 degrees here, right? So it's kind of chilly. We got jackets on. And I'm gonna see if I can show you the sunset. There you go. Oh, there you go. See, I got it off on me. Now you can see lighthouse, water tower. We got to do it again. Sunset. There we go. Sunset's not till 7:48 here, believe it or not. Okay. All right. So let's talk to you guys. All right. My name is Mike Young. I am 54 years young.
I'm Denise Young. I'm 53 years young.
And those are our real names. All right. So we're out here broadcasting for you health nuts. So if you're a health nut out there, give me a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a wave. Type something into the chat. Whatever you want to do, whatever you can do, we'd appreciate it. So you're going to get to watch us walking on the beach. Now, why are we out here walking on the beach before we get to the cruise? Because if you're into health, like we are, what do we do every day, Denise? What do we try to get every single day?
12,000 steps.
12,000 steps. That's right.
That's at least 30 minutes a day of vigorous aerobic exercise. And it's not to out-exercise a bad diet, because that's not possible. It's actually for your mental health.
Yes.
And it does keep us in shape too.
Yeah, and we don't have any non-communicable diseases. If you watched us on social media, you know that's what we're big on. Yeah. Why are we doing this cruise? Because like 3/4 of people out there who have health issues have non-communicable diseases.
I'm on 0 prescription drugs.
Are you sure?
0.
How's that possible?
I just watch what I eat, I exercise, I get enough sleep, all those essential parts of wellness that we consciously make a decision to incorporate into our lives.
Yes. Okay, and the number one thing is, of course, the food, all right? So if you guys are into health, and I hope that you guys are, because we're broadcasting in our group. Actually, it's not our group. It's our it's a new type of a account that Facebook has. You don't have to be like an individual. You can be an organization. You can be an event like we are, Health Optimization Cruise, and you can have friends. So we're celebrating that we have over 2,000 friends. We crossed that mark today. So that's a pretty cool thing that we have over 2,000 friends now. There's that many people that are interested in the Health Optimization Cruise, because you wouldn't be friends with us if you weren't interested in it, right? I mean, most people are repulsed by it, unfortunately.
Health optimization.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh my gosh, I am not going to be friends with those people.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Actually, and that's it. Our secret mission is for people to have fun, because what we've discovered is that if you're sick, you can't have fun. Nobody's having fun when you're sick, right? Okay, so I'm Denise. I know Denise. If you guys know my wife, we've been married since 2018 December, right? Yeah. And you will let me know if you're not having fun, right?
Yes.
I mean, so if things are not fun for you, I'm gonna hear about it.
Yeah. Maybe make some changes.
Okay.
We're open to change.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't like to lead a boring life either, okay? Some people think, oh, you're so concerned about health. Your life must be so boring. But, you know, we're constantly pushing the envelope of what it means to be in good health, which means that you're not sick. And we're on the road. We're digital nomads, and we produce events here with the aPlantBasedDiet.org. That's the 501c3 who produces this event.
aPlantBasedDiet.org.
Yeah, there's our water bottle.
You can get the merch on our website.
That's right. Click on the merch tab.
I worked from 8 o'clock this morning till 6 o'clock tonight. But look what he brought me to. This makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, we're at the beach. Yeah. The Gulf of Mexico. Like we said, we are, let me set color. We are in the furthest spot on the Eastern Time Zone U.S. because the sunset, you saw the sun, the ball's still there. Look at it, see it? It has not set yet. 7:48 is when it sets here. So we don't want to get too close to these people. Let's slow it down a little bit, even though we have a pretty brisk walking pace, excuse me. We just had dinner too. And I need to get our 12,000 steps in. We're going to be out here regardless if we get our 12,000 steps. Okay. Okay.
So the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
What's different about our cruise?
What is? All right. First of all, we already had the cruise once. Even if you never heard of us before, we had the first inaugural event this January. Now, the concept is, it's a vacation you don't have to recover from, because everybody knows, even if you're totally plant-based, even if you're raw, even if you're 100% vegan, if you go out and you eat somebody else's food, in almost every case, if you're strict and you're concerned about your health, it's going to be worse than you would have had at home, right?
Right.
Okay.
We had dinner somewhere last night. I'm not going to say where, but we were both feeling not so great afterwards.
And it was totally plant-based.
There was a high fat content, so there was only
Ooh,
cashew
water.
cheese involved, and it made us feel very tired. We were both ready to go to sleep by 8 o'clock.
Yes, so, and there was oil, I'm sure. There was salt, there was other things. Okay, so let's get down to the most important thing, which is the food. All right, what are we doing with the food that's different than what you might find at some other event? We got to tell you about that.
We've got certified healthy vegan food.
Yeah, let's go down this way.
Right?
Actually, 6. 6 is what it has. Sorry, we got people over here, so we're gonna. Yeah, they're. Okay, so let's go through this way. Before we get through here, we'll keep talking. All right, so Denise said, all right, you've heard about events, you've heard about other cruises, you've heard about other vegan events. Why are we different? What makes us different? Well, nobody can produce an event that has all the things that we do, which is 100% healthy vegan food. We'll get into that in a minute, like Denise said. The other thing is we have education from practicing lifestyle medicine doctors and others in the industry that are experts. And we're on a big brand new ship with all the incredibleness of an incredible staff. Okay, that's the thing. Super amazing staff, super accommodating, and all the ship's entertainment that you normally get when you're on a boat like this, okay? Nobody has all this stuff, right? Nobody has all of it together. And we're adding more things this year for 2025 because we want to improve. Every year we're going to improve. So let's talk about the food. All right, let's name the 6 things. No animal products. No alcohol. Has to have plant fiber, actual plant fiber in the food that you're eating, in the dish that you're eating. The other thing is no added oil, no added salt, and no refined sugar as defined by T. Colin Campbell Center for Nutrition Studies, which means we could use dates, agave, and maple syrup.
Those are the 6 requirements. And every one of the meals that we get served in our private dining area meet those standards.
And was it good? I mean, we already had it. So we didn't know before. I couldn't tell you this a couple months back. It was really good. I mean, and I felt great. People were losing weight on the cruise. Some people were losing like a pound a day, eating all the food they can eat. It's all you can eat. We have at least 4 courses in our private dining area. We have a special private dining area, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And breakfast is about the same 10 items every day. But then lunch and dinner are 4 unique courses every single meal for lunch and dinner. 4 unique. So nobody repeated, right?
Yeah, you can't get that on any other cruise. You won't lose weight on any other cruise unless you're fasting, because every other cruise is going to have salt in their food.
Well, there are a few. Okay, because things are in development. Things are always improving. Society is improving. The consciousness level of society is rising. So there are events that you can go on boats where they will have something very similar to what we have. But the thing is, what's it going to cost you? Probably twice as much or more. Are you going to get the ship's entertainment? No. Are you getting a super accommodating staff like we've never experienced on any cruise line? No. I mean, so the other thing is, are you going to get the education? Are you going to get nonstop classes, workshops, talks? Whoa, I'm going to get wet. No. So you don't get, this is, and you know, you get to meet all these people that are really cool too. So all that together.
Our prices are very reasonable for what you get. This is the only cruise that I've ever been on where it's going to include a travel correspondent, Liz, who can answer questions for you anytime in the day or night. Yeah. Like if you don't know where to park or how to get the best package. mortgage or how to get on the internet. Liz can tell you all of these things.
Yes.
I remember booking with other cruise lines, and I missed the deadline for making my final payment, and my cruise got canceled, and I had to rebook at the current day's prices. That was a big nightmare.
Yeah.
At least we'll make sure this crap never happens to you.
Oh, and speaking of prices, speaking of booking, like Denise said, it's a really good value. That's what it is. It's an amazing value for what you pay. I think everybody agreed to that. Because this is top-notch service, top-notch food, top-notch ship. It's brand new, too. So the latest styles. What can you say about the ship in general, just from from your point of view?
It's beautiful. It smells new. It looks new. I've never had a room with an infinite veranda in it. It's a big open window that becomes part of your room if you open your doors. It's just gorgeous. And the ship is on this edge class. What it does is put you really close to the edge of the ocean on every side at the upper deck. Like it has a great view of the ocean everywhere you go. It has a magic carpet ride, which you can, when the ship is docked, it doesn't happen when it's at sea, but when the cruise ship is stationary, it will take you all the way from the upper deck down to the lower decks.
Yeah, magic carpet. So the ship is amazing. It's brand new. The other thing is, some people are concerned about cruise ships. All I can tell you for sure is that ships are like automobiles. The newer it is, the more environmentally friendly it is. So you can't really judge anything online by a different cruise line because they average the whole fleet. And we have a brand new ship, which is totally different than the decades-old ships that they're also in the same ships, the same company's fleet. So you have to go by the individual ship, and that's why we wanted a brand new one. So that's really cool. Okay, so the food tastes great. The food was, everything was unique and different. There was never a repeat.
Yeah, and the level of service was outstanding too. If your food wasn't spicy enough, they'll bring you more spices to sprinkle on, or if you need more dressing, they'll bring you some extra balsamic. And I never got an answer of like, we can't do that, or I'm sorry, that's all we have. They really go above and beyond to make you happy.
All right, so the food is key though. If you know about health, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. Like we said earlier in this video, we're out here for our mental health. We're not out here to burn calories, although we are burning them. You can never, unless you're running a marathon a day, you're never gonna burn more calories than you're taking in. That's the thing, okay? So you gotta eat right. So everything at every meal, and also again, make sure you know what you're looking at. If you're trying to compare this to other events, let's say, oh, I found another cruise on a big cruise ship like you have, with education and with ship's entertainment and stuff. First of all, the ship probably isn't quite as new as what we have. Second of all, the staff probably isn't as friendly as what we have. Third of all, the food level, although they may say whole food plant-based, I need to tell you something that is an unfortunate. We have an issue. Houston, we have a problem. All right, we're still going. Sorry about that. I unzipped my pocket. Okay, so.
Alcohol with your meals.
Oh, but they also, other events have alcohol companies as their sponsors. Let's go back. What was I saying? I was saying that, okay, there's no universal definition for whole food plant-based, which means you can't trust that language, unfortunately. You cannot. When someone says they're whole food plant-based, it's meaningless. I have WFPB on my license plate, but it could mean a gazillion things. It could mean I'm adding salt. It could mean I'm adding oil, right? Yeah, or honey or fish, because it's plant-based. It's not, maybe, it doesn't have to be 100%, right? So anyway, whole food plant-based, others will say they use that. It doesn't mean anything. You've got to eat the food. If you're going to optimize your health, which we're after, it's got to have no added oil, no added salt, no refined sugar, and no alcohol. We don't want to make it seem like we think alcohol is okay. It's not a health food. This is about health, right? Alcohol is a class 1 carcinogen. There is no way it has a place in your health. It has a place in tradition. And you might feel like, oh, okay, this feels familiar.